First things still stunning how you love it. Got the whole world asking.
Hi everyone, so today's video is a tutorial for this look. I really love it. I have some purple and gold shadow going on, which is a combination that I've never tried before, and I really ended up liking it. I'm just gonna jump into the tutorial. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All of the products that I use, not only will I show them to you and tell you what they are, but they'll be listed in the description box, so go ahead and check those out if you're looking to recreate this look. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Original. This is just gonna help my shadows stay on even better and make them look a little bit more vibrant. I'm also bringing a tiny bit of this along the lower lash line. For shadows, I'm going to start off with the color Cream from the Lorac Pro palette. I'm going to be using two palettes today, both the Lorac Pro and the Naked 1 palette from Urban Decay. So starting off with the color Cream on a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to bring this on the inner probably third of my lid. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Half Baked from the Naked 1 palette, and this is a really light gold. It's not going to come off super true gold, but it's going to sort of provide the starting point for the darker gold colors and the purple to come in a minute. So I'm taking this on the outer half of my eye, pretty much just the outer part wherever I didn't put cream, and just bringing it over fairly lightly with the other side of that same brush. Next, I'm going to take the color Sable from the Lorac Pro palette, and this is a matte dark brown. I'm using a fairly densely packed shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of this on my outer corner, and this is just going to deepen up the color enough so that it doesn't look out of place when I apply the dark purple. So I'm just taking this on the very outer corner and blending it into that light gold. The Lorac Pro eyeshadows are super pigmented, so you literally only need a tiny little bit to get the color effect that you want. So next I'm taking my MAC 224 brush, which is a very fluffy, long brush. The purple I'm going to be using to start with is the deep purple color from the Lorac Pro palette. Again, only need a tiny little bit, especially because this is a really dark color. So I'm taking a teensy little bit on the tip of this fluffy brush and starting to work it in through my crease just on the outer half and outer corner, like the outer V right here. What I like to do with darker shadows that need a lot of blending is to sort of place them to begin with and then worry about blending after I've got them in the kind of position that I want them to be. On the other side of that brush, which it's kind of like a dome brush, so you can't really take the other side of it, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to use the color Gold from the Lorac Pro palette, which is a much darker gold than the gold from the Naked 1 palette. And I'm going to use this all over the inner half of my eye just to really make the difference clear between the purple and the gold colors. This is a really gorgeous color, and it's super shimmery, but it's not like over the top crazy. I like the contrast between the purple and the gold a lot because the darker hue of the purple and the lighter hue of the gold, they just interact beautifully. Both of these colors have a substantial amount of warmth to them, so they really bring out the contrast of each other, if that makes sense. I'm going to take the color Lilac from Revlon. This is a light shimmery purple along my lower lash line with an angled liner brush, this MAC 266 brush, and this is going to kind of tie in everything and make it look really pretty. And this is why I applied primer to my bottom lash line as well as my lid. Last, I'm going to highlight my inner corner with the color Virgin from the Naked 1 palette. This is a really pretty inner corner highlight. It's a very light white pearly kind of color, but it has a teensy little bit of pink hint to it, so it looks really natural. And I'm just going to take this on the brush that came with my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, I believe, which is just a flat shader brush, and bring this along the inner corner. I'm gonna start with my waterline for liner, and I'm gonna use something that I got in my Ipsy from November. This is the Starlooks liner in the color Ultra Orchid. It's a very dark purple, and I've never worked with purple liners before, but I think that it's a really pretty color, and I'm excited to try it out. So I'm gonna use this on my waterline, and yeah, it's a pencil, but it's a really soft pencil. It's very, very creamy. I actually really like how this looks with the purple along the bottom lash line, and it's more gold tone on the lid. I think that it's really, really pretty. So I'm going to do a bit of a cat eye with my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the color Trooper, which is just a black. For mascara, I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and I'm giving this another go. When I first bought it, I didn't like it. You guys might remember me talking about it just being like just not my favorite, but I've heard that it gets better with time, so giving it another go today. If I don't like it, then oh well, such is life. But I'm applying this on my top lashes, and then I'm going to use my Clinique bottom lash mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm not going to be using any false lashes today, but I think that if you were going to a super fancy party, you might want to add them to this look. It's up to you. I like false lashes a lot, but I don't have any on me at the moment. I actually am liking this mascara a lot more right now than I did when I first bought it. People are right. As it ages, it gets better, which is very, very odd, but it's true. On my brows, as usual, I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in the color Carmel, and I'm actually going to make my brows a little bit thicker than they are, thicken them up a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but I think that a dramatic brow with this look would look a little bit over the top, but if you just thicken it up kind of to match the shadow, it'll look really great. So I'm filling in these sparse spots first, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of structure to them as well. As you can see, I elongated my arch a little bit to make it a little bit more defined, and I also thickened in this first portion of my brow. I already have foundation on as well as some concealer on my blemishes, and again, all the products that I use will be listed in the down bar so you can go see what I applied first and everything like that. But I'm going to be taking my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer underneath my eyes now that I have my shadows applied. Somehow I have gotten even more pale since the weather started to be less sunny, so I'm going to be taking my Nars Laguna bronzer on my Sonia Kashuk contouring brush. I think there might be a different name for this, but it's a contouring brush, and I'm just going to obviously contour this a little bit and also bring the bronzer around my face a little bit just to kind of give me some color, because right now I am very, very pale. On my cheeks, I'm going to be using my Nars Blush in Sin, which is a dark, almost plum kind of color. Not actually plum like dark purple, but it has some definitely darker purple notes to it. It's a darker blush, and it's a matte. So I'm going to be using this on my MAC 116 brush and just blending this onto the apples of my cheeks and blending it backwards a little bit. I think that with this look, you need to use kind of a little bit of a darker blush, just so it doesn't look odd to have a light blush as well as a very dramatic eye. So I'm bringing this apples on my cheeks and blending it back towards my temples. I'm actually going to blend this a little bit more with my Real Techniques blush brush, which I like a lot better than the MAC 116, to be honest. I mean, it's less expensive, but it does the job a lot better because it's bigger and fluffier, so you can blend things out a lot better with it. I'm going to highlight along the tops of my cheekbones with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color Soft and Gentle with a Louise Young LY20 brush. Just taking this along the tops of my cheekbones and bringing it down the bridge of my nose as well. For lips, I'm going to use my NYX Butter Gloss, which I just got, and I love it. And it's in the color Eclair, and it's a light pink, but it's got some darkness to it. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really, really pretty. It smells like vanilla, like candy, I think, or vanilla or cherry or something really, really nice. And it's not sticky at all, which like literally is so hard to find in a gloss, especially drugstore glosses. So it's also pretty opaque. I don't feel like I need a lip color underneath this. And yeah, it's great. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys like this tutorial. If you didn't know, I'm uploading a video 5 days a week until Christmas this year. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, make tutorials, doing a lot of DIYs, everything like that. Go ahead and go check those out. If you recreate this tutorial, I would love to see a picture of it. Please tweet it or Instagram it to me with the hashtag sparklesandsnowflakes. All of that information will be down below, as well as my social media links and everything like that. But I really like this. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I think it would be especially great for a holiday party, like a work party or something like that, and I just think it's really pretty. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow.